Hello dear students, this is Neeraj Paul from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. I welcome you to online classes. Dear students, today I am going to explain chapter 2. So all of you open chapter 2 and the chapter name is Computer Memory. Dear students, before the starting of chapter 2, here you can see some questions have been made by the publisher. Here the questions are: what is the title of computer book? And the next question is: name the state you belong to. And the third question is: how many subjects do you learn in school? Dear students, if all your answers are correct, then congratulations. You have a good memory. So dear students, what is memory? It is all the information you have come across or learned and can recall any time you need to. Dear students, your brain is your memory storage house. Similarly, a computer too has memory, like you. Your brain is a memory storage house. Similarly, a computer too has memory. Okay, so now come to the topic number first, that is types of computer memory. Dear students, memory is the storage capacity of a computer. Computer memory is capable of storing information temporarily or permanently. Dear students, computer memory is classified into two types. Okay, there are two types of computer memory. First is primary memory and second is secondary memory. Okay, now first of all I am going to explain about primary memory. Okay students, primary memory is the main memory. Primary memory is the main memory which is predefined in a computer. It is where data, instruction and information are stored while a computer functions. However, it has limited storage capacity. Primary memory is also known as internal memory. Dear students, you must have to learn it. Primary memory is also known as internal memory. Okay, there are two types of primary memory. First is random access memory and second is read only memory. Okay students, now look at the next page. On the page number 18, here is random access memory. Dear students, RAM stores the data, instruction and information temporarily. When you turn off the computer, the information and data stored in the memory is lost. Dear students, random access memory stores the data, instruction and information temporarily. When you turn off the computer, the information and data stored in this memory is lost. Dear students, when a computer starts, the operating systems being loading into RAM. Any software that runs on a computer also gets loaded into RAM. It is called random access memory for CPU. CPU accesses the memory in a random manner. It is also called read and write memory because information can be read from it and data can also be written or stored on it. RAM is a volatile memory, which means it loses its data once the power is turned off. Okay students, now the next topic is read only memory. Dear students, it is a type of memory from which you can only read the information stored in it but cannot write on it. That means the instruction stored in ROM cannot be changed. The information is permanently stored in it. Data and instruction stored in ROM are not lost even when the computer power is turned off. Therefore, it is also known as non-volatile memory. Clear students? This is the ROM. You can see here, this is the ROM. You can find this inside the CPU cabinet. Okay. Now look at this chart. Okay, this is the types of ROM. There are three types of ROM. First is PROM, and second is EPROM, and third is EEPROM. Okay students, the content of the memory can be modified by a programmer only once. In the EPROM, this is programmable read-only memory. Data can be erased and rewritten on it. EEPROM, this is a programmable read-only memory on which data can be erased or rewritten using an electrical charge. Clear students? Now come to the next question. Next page. Second topic is secondary memory. Dear students, primary memory has limited capacity, so you need some additional storage devices to store the data. These storage devices are called secondary memory. And dear students, secondary memory is also known as external or auxiliary memory. The data stored in the external memory is not lost even when the computer is turned off. Dear students, the CPU cannot access it directly because it is an external memory. Content of secondary memory are first transferred to primary memory and then CPU can access it. This is the reason why secondary memory is slower than primary memory. Secondary memory is non-volatile in nature. Some example of secondary storage devices are hard disk, CD, DVD, flash drive and memory card. These all are the example of secondary memory. Once again listen carefully. Secondary memory are hard disk, CD, DVD, flash drive, pen drive and memory card. These all are the secondary memory. Now dear students, our next topic is memory units. Okay, memory units. Dear students, whatever information you enter into a computer, it is stored in the form of 0 and 1, which are known as binary digits or bits. A group of 8 bits is known as 1 byte. Bit is the smallest unit of computer memory. Binary language is the only language that a computer understands. Dear students, different type of memory units of a computer are shown below. This is the table of computer memory. You can see here. Look here students. 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabyte is equal to 1 terabyte. 1024 terabyte is equal to 1 petabyte, and 1024 petabyte is equal to 1 exabyte, and 1024 exabyte is equal to 1 zettabyte, and 1024 zettabyte is equal to 1 yottabyte. Okay students, this is the different memory units of a computer. Now dear students, here you can see, let's review. This is the homework for you. You have to search out the answer and you have to fill in your book. Okay, next is our next topic is hard disk. Okay, hard disk is a built-in storage device located inside the CPU box. Okay, students, have a good day. Bye bye.